Before I get into the video, I do want to put one disclaimer. I know you guys hate disclaimers, but I feel like this one I have to say because I don't want anyone to feel down if they own these products. So if you own any of the products that I am about to talk about and you love them, then that's fine too. Again, this is just my opinion on products that I think are a waste of money for me and maybe for others, but everyone lives a different lifestyle. So I'm not here judging you or anything like that. So please do not take this video the wrong way. I feel like the one worst purchase to make is as seen on TV gadgets. I don't know if that's a thing anymore because I don't have a TV, but when I was a kid, I remember like my family members like ordering things from the television, like these little random gadgets, and then they would get them in the mail. And they weren't like up to the hype that the commercial made them into or the advertisement. So it's like they ended up just chucking the product and just a waste of money. I know there might be like some as seen on TV products that are wonderful, but I think like maybe 70-80%, that's probably being too harsh, but I feel like 80% of the as seen on TV products are kind of pointless. I can go on which products that I think are pointless from the TV little commercials or late night commercials from back in the day. Even with nowadays, I feel like the as seen on TV products is kind of geared to like Amazon now, and with influencers constantly telling you to buy this, I feel like they're the new as seen on TV advertisement. Another product that I feel like influencers on, I would say like vloggers on YouTube are constantly showing is the grape slicer. It's like you put all the grapes in like a little row and then you go like this. It's like, no. It honestly, I feel like I could chop 10 grapes faster than that than by the time someone uses that product. Again, this could be my opinion. And I'm so hesitant to talk about any of this stuff because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I feel like sometimes like the old-fashioned way works better than like some of these gadgets that people come up with. One less thing that you need to purchase, honestly. Cheap electronic accessories. I've had my fair share with this. I remember like purchasing those the replica Apple charging wires. I want to say like maybe 8-9 years ago. Maybe they got better now, but I know like Apple constantly tells you, please use the wires that we sell and provide. And it might be a marketing scam, but in my experience, it hasn't been. I remember like my phone acting up with those cheap wires. Like I would get like 5 wires for $5 when the dollar store used to be a dollar store. My phone would like still be charging for like 10 hours. It'll stay on like that 10% mark. So those cheap wires were just not made for our phones. And the list goes on and on with cheap electronic accessories. Another one that I just learned, and I'm glad I didn't purchase it, and that is to replace like the battery from your Dyson. I noticed that there's a lot of replicas on Amazon, and I was gonna do it until I seen quite a few videos online saying don't do that. And then I went on the Dyson website and they were suggesting not to do that because the batteries, like the replica batteries from Amazon, were either exploding or they just didn't make the Dyson run properly. And it kind of made a lot of sense to me because especially when it comes to like what I dealt with my phone and the wire situation, I honestly like to just get the same product when it comes to certain electronics. Now, when it comes to like the Dyson's filters, I feel like filters are fine to buy them, the replica. I have the big filter and then the little filter. I buy like a pack of them for like 20 bucks. Those are fine. They're just filters. But when it comes to like batteries, wires, things that make your electronics run properly, I just don't think it's worth going the cheap route because 1, there's no warranty. 2, the issue with those is it could mess up your electronics. So now you have even a bigger problem. Like you were going the cheap route to not pay like the full price of the wires or the battery, and now your expensive electronic doesn't work anymore. So now you have to replace either your phone or your vacuum. Just be very mindful on what you are purchasing when it comes to cheap electronic accessories. You might be wasting your money instead of saving your money at the end of the day. Next thing that I think is a total waste of money and one of the worst products you can purchase for your health, and I talk about this all the time, and that is cigarettes, alcohol, vaping, any type of thing that's like going to deteriorate you and cause harm and cancer. Let's not do that. Like, let this be the year you quit, okay? My mom is a lung cancer survivor. I've talked about this for quite some time. She's a lung cancer survivor. She had lung cancer. She got diagnosed around like the end of 2017. It was a rough year, and even though I was filming videos and stuff, I didn't really talk about what I was going through behind the scenes because I was fairly new to YouTube and I just didn't know how to talk about it. I remember what the doctor said, like, there's a huge percentage that lung cancer patients don't survive. So my mom is very young. She's in her early 50s. And like around that time when that happened, she was in her 40s. And I was like, I don't want to lose my mom. Like, till this day, she regrets not quitting sooner. So let this be your, I don't know, advice to quit now. Like, let this be your sign to quit. And of course there was other family members that, and I've met patients when I used to work at the nursing home that were diagnosed with lung cancer, and unfortunately they did not survive. And most of the time it was due to years and years of smoking. I've also met a lot of people that have alcohol problems and their liver suffers from that. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. I have a sugar addiction and I'm trying my best to calm that down because that can also lead to health problems, being overweight, diabetes. So I've been trying to calm that down. I used to eat sugar like every day, like I'm talking cupcakes, cake, ice cream, and now I only eat something sweet like twice a week. So I'm trying my best to do that because I know that diabetes runs in my family. You know, especially when it comes to cigarettes, vaping. I feel like people too have a misconception when it comes to vaping. I remember working with quite a few people that said, well, I quit smoking and I'm doing vaping. It's technically the same thing. I don't know which one's worse, but you have to Google it, you guys, because I don't know like the whole science behind it, but I do feel like maybe vaping is worse. Don't quote me on that, but either or, they're all bad. I just feel like living a sober life can still be fun. You can still go out, not have a smoke or a drink. There's plenty of other ways to relax your mind than to, go down that road. Again, I could be biased with this because I've seen what my mother went through. And till this day, she gets screenings for her lungs and stuff because it just might come back. Even though she hasn't smoked a cigarette since 2017, it could always come back. So she gets screenings, I want to say like every 6 months, something like that. So it's best to like stop now. Stop like as soon as you can. And not to mention how much money you will save. Your health is one thing, it'll get better. And your money, the money you'll save, you can just throw that into your savings account. I feel like this one is kind of hard to talk about these days because I feel like everybody is on some kind of diet supplement. I feel like these are the worst products to purchase unless you need them, unless your doctor says you need this, to help you with your health, go for it. But I have met friends in the past that will do anything to lose weight. I will be honest with you guys, when I was younger, I wanted to try those little supplements as well until my fear holds me back a lot. I will say that. Usually it holds me back in the good ways. And my fear was, one, what are the side effects? Because there's always side effects to something. Like everyone's body is different. Everyone's body tolerates a supplement very different. And the side effects are different for everybody. So I remember like a few of my friends saying, yeah, it works. And they did lose weight pretty fast in like 2010, 2011. I think it was, I feel like, well, I don't remember the name of that product. Probably a good thing. But I remember like when they got off those supplements, they gained even more weight. They were losing a lot of hair. They were breaking out. So their body was starting to be dependent on that supplement. Obviously, it wasn't something like they could live off of because it's not like a vitamin or anything. Like, I don't think you're supposed to be on diet supplements for for the rest of your life. I don't know what that does to your body. I just seen the effects of what was going on with my friends. Like in the beginning, I was like a little jealous because they looked amazing. Again, I was around 20, 21 years old, and I was like, oh, you guys look great. And I kind of waited, like I said, the side effects, and also it was pills, and I have a hard time swallowing pills. So my fear held me back from making a mistake. The minute they got off of those supplements, the weight came back even more. And like I said, they lost a lot of hair. They just were never the same. Like they had to work 10 times harder now to lose the weight because they weren't having the help of that supplement, and they had to figure out like what was going on with their hair. So it was another problem. Like that supplement caused a problem that they didn't have. I wanted to bring this up now because I feel like everybody is running towards like Ozempic and all the other generic brands. It's like, leave that for someone that truly, truly needs it. I know we're all looking for a quick fix, especially when it comes to weight gain. I get it. Trust me. Like this is the first time that I'm on camera with like a somewhat tight shirt, and I still feel very uncomfortable because I have a lot more weight to lose. I'm realizing that good habits take time to build, and I'm proud of myself for how I'm coming out of this sugar addiction. I'm proud of myself for me walking 4 to 6 miles a day with my partner. Me doing it the natural way is making me stronger physically and mentally. And I know that sounds so corny, but it's true. And I know I complain a lot about my weight. I know I complain that, my face, and it is what it is. I'm gonna complain, but I'm still gonna try to put in that work because I rather like try it this way instead of going towards the easy way out. Because like I said, I've seen friends and family members go through that easy way out and it didn't work out for them. Like you would have to be on that supplement forever, and it's just not sustainable financially, health-wise. It's just not sustainable. So I know you guys are probably seeing like all these celebrities getting really, really thin very fast. Don't believe the hype. There are side effects to this. There are people that have died from Ozempic and things like that. I hope I don't get blocked on YouTube. But there are people that have passed away from doing these quick fix diets. And the best thing you can do for yourself is a lifestyle change. Quit one thing at a time. Like if you are addicted to sweets like myself, I started slow. I started to incorporate more fruit in my diet. If I have a sugar craving, I was going for like apples with almond butter and a little bit of cinnamon. Yes, it's not the same as a cupcake. I get it. But I was just thinking of the benefits, and also drinking a ton of water. That's another thing that's been helping me. Is sometimes I'm not even hungry. Sometimes like I found that I was hungry out of boredom. So I try my best to drink about this much water a day. And it has been working out for my skin, just for my overall health. So I know you guys hear people say like drink more water or do this. But it's so freaking true, you guys. So I don't really agree with the diet supplements. Again, if you need them, like if your doctor suggests them and they are intended for you, then go for it. But if you are looking for a quick fix, if you're looking for a quick fix to look hot for the summer, look hot for someone's wedding, again, I'm still learning, but just walking, with me having a stationary job and eating sweets, that's what made me gain a lot of weight. And also I do have a little bit of a hormone imbalance. I think that's because I'm getting older. I've gotten checked for PCOS so many times, and every time it comes back negative, I'm just trying to lose weight the natural way like I did before. Again, it is going to take time. It's going to take probably a lot of time, but I feel like the end results will be a lot more worth it than taking a quick fix supplement. This is something that I talk about constantly on my channel, but I always want to remind you guys that trendy products are not it. Just because everybody's talking about something does not mean that you need it. I had to learn this the hard way of spending thousands and thousands of dollars on products that everybody was purchasing, and then the minute I had it in my hands, I hated it. I was like, why do I have this? Just because everyone else has it? I tend to go the opposite way nowadays. I do blame the minimalist lifestyle for this little cockiness, but when a product is popular, I don't go for it. I kind of steer away from it because I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm not going to spend my money on it. Unless it's like a really, really good product like the Dyson vacuum. I know that's popular. And it is an amazing product. It lives up to the hype. But when the trendy products go from like a Dyson to a trendy $74 Stanley cup, it holds drinks. There are plenty cups out there. I don't know. The trendy product situation, I do want to blame influencers because I do say this too all the time. The whole trendy products came from influencers because they're constantly in your face.
Buy this, buy this. You guys are gonna love today's new product that I found.
But didn't you just show us a product yesterday and the day before? Why do you keep showing us products? So that's why I don't even take up sponsorships anymore. I know it hurts my income, but I'd rather be honest with you guys and then do this on the side instead of like sell you guys a fake dream or sell you like a trendy product. Like, I'm done doing sponsorships, and it just, you guys should see, like, when it comes to the script that they send you with sponsorships, it's like, make sure you tell your audience how much you love our product. And I'm like, wait, love is such a strong word. Like, I don't love your product. I've only had it for like a week. How do I love it? Yeah, just be careful for what you are watching, like what you're consuming on the internet. I guarantee you 90% of these influencers that are constantly pushing product after product doesn't love the product. They love the money that's coming in. Yeah, take a step back from trendy products. It's one of the worst purchases to make because trends come in and out. Focus on what you like. Focus on what you need. Focus on what works for you and your family. That's all you should care about. Who cares what everyone else is doing, wearing, saying, listening to, watching? Who cares? Focus on you. I've talked about this a couple weeks ago and I'm not a fan of this product. I feel like it's a huge waste of money and I think it's one of the worst products ever made, and that are these products right here. I know there's a bunch of other brands, but I'm calling out the actual product itself, like the way this product is made. Like, you can't refill it. It's just a sanitizer spray. Like, you can make your own sanitizer spray at home. You can get like a little or you can reuse a spray bottle. You could find a clean DIY antibacterial spray that can cost you way less money, and you can save whatever money you're going to spend on these things. I know they look aesthetically pleasing and they smell amazing. You can make yours smell amazing too. There's a thing called essential oils. It's not just even the money, it's the amount of waste that you're creating for the environment. I'm not zero waste, but I try my best to do my part and create as much less waste as possible, as much as I can. Once when these are done, you have to throw them out and buy another one. Is it really that worth it? Like, no. Like, you can honestly, I seen on Amazon, you can buy, like, if you just like the bottle of this little thing, there are refillable ones on Amazon. Like I said, make your own little concoction, refill it, and then you don't have to buy these things ever again. There's so many other things that companies could do in order to save the environment and help their consumer save money, but corporate greed. And the last thing I want to mention, I'm not going to be too long with this one because I've talked about it forever, and that is disposable pads, tampons. You guys know what I'm talking about. For my ladies out there, if you are still purchasing pads, tampons, especially from Always, Plex, Coplex, I don't even know these names. I know Always and like generic brands. Be careful. Not only are they wasting your money, but they're also causing issues down there, hormonal issues, because they bleach these products. They add a bunch of crap in them that us women do not need down there. Best thing you can do to save money is reusable period products. I'll have a little list down below of reusable products that are clean and absolutely amazing to use for your hormones and for down there and for your wallet. On that note, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will catch you in the next one.